In this week's episode,
it's going to be the rundown. What gets us around? It's a big pick.
Isaiah's life flashes before his eyes.
Rims, Factory 80 Series jelly beans. His trade's car painting as well. He's bloody brilliant if I just need to go on a solo trip fishing.
You need?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. Let's get into it.
G'day guys, welcome back to another episode. If you stuck around to watch last week's episode, you'll notice we're in the same clothes.
We haven't showered for weeks.
We had ideas, so we're just going to run with it and film it, and here we are. So let's get into it.
Welcome. So yeah, this is going to be the rundown of what gets us around. It's a big pig. Haven't got a name for it yet.
No, so maybe drop it in the comments.
Yeah.
As to what you would name it.
Yeah. It's the 80 bus. A lot of people have that. Yeah.
We want to be original.
Yeah. Champagne Shikaka? I don't know. So yeah, we'll start with the front anyway and work our way to the back, I guess. It's shakedown.
I need to just jump in here quickly and say, the big girl was off the road for a year, with Isaiah doing all of the upgrades himself. He's too humble to tell you the amount of effort he put into turning this rig from an absolute shell of a car to the beast that it is today. He would spend 2 weeks away at work and then spend every second he was home for the week working on the car, to turn it from this to the rig that gets us around Australia now.
So yeah, bull bar. It's the Factory 80 Series bull bar. We did have a steel one on there before for a winch and all that, but we never had or needed a winch, and it was just too heavy, so we got this off Marketplace. Yeah, saved us a bit of weight, which is good. Lights, we got Supernova lights, high beams. I mean, we didn't need anything silly. We had the King Spotties on there for 8 years, and they were awesome, but we don't drive that much at night, so we didn't need anything silly, so we just got these, and yeah, they've been bloody good. Underneath, all running gear, suspension is Tough Dog. It's just got a 2-inch lift in there with heavy duty, constant 500 kilo springs front rear with their big shocks too, and I think, yeah, I've had them on for about 8-9 years now, and they've been bloody brilliant. They squeak, but I think that's normal with Tough Dog. Other than that, they're a great shock and spring and the whole setup. Same as the dampener as well. Had other dampeners, they just haven't lasted as long. So yeah, just gone Tough Dog all around, and yeah, she's lasted for years. Rims, Factory 80 Series jelly beans. They're just the 16-inch rims, and they've got a Toyo Open Country all-terrain on them. I've had them on there, well, AT2s, I've had them on there for, I think it's, looked in the book, it was about 60,000 or 70,000 Ks over 5 years or something like that. Yeah, and they've been wearing it out.
Which is incredible.
Yeah, fantastic. They wear down even. I mean, when you deflate them, they give you a good footprint. They've been through mud, sand, and obviously road as well. So that's been fantastic. Underneath, we changed the gearbox to a H152, which is a VDJ gearbox. It's the pre-DPF one, so it's got a taller second and fifth, and it's brand new as well. So that was good. We put a new input shaft in, obviously swapped over the bell housing, and I think that was just about it. Oh, a new input bearing as well. Yeah, so that's just upgraded, and that's been good towing. Oh, we don't tow on fifth, but when we drop the caravan and do like a longer run somewhere, it's nice having 2,200 RPMs instead of 3,000 RPMs doing 110. And then behind that, we swapped out the all-full drive, or all-time full drive factory transfer case, which had the electronic CDL, the centre diff lock in it. So this has got one of the Povpack DX80 series transfer cases in there, so it's all linkage, so it's all mechanical. So if anything was to go wrong, it's simpler to fix than electric components. That was rebuilt before put in as well, and then changed the tail shaft because that was, I think it's about 50mm longer, so we had to get a new one of them. And all the diffs and that are all the same, they're all factory. The front's got a ARB air locker in it, which we haven't really needed, but I mean, I put that in I think 8 years ago, just because it was on special and I was rebuilding the front diff. But yeah, we've used it a couple of times, but not really. It's not necessary for what we do anyway. And it's got the two-wheel drive or the part-time kit put in it as well. The Asian front locking hubs. Yeah, no issues with them. But yeah, both front rear diff been rebuilt, and all wheel bearings and swivel hubs, everything like that's been redone before we left. But other than that, it's pretty much factory otherwise. I'll move on to the heart and the soul.
Yep, mice got into the engine bay. Thankfully, no damage was done.
So here we have a 1HDT factory turbo engine. It's actually about 8 k's off, but it's done 488,888 k's today.
Timestamp.
Yep, that's it. But yeah, the engine it's been unopened. To the tappets every 30,000. The big end bearings have done it 400,000, because that's a common thing for these to fail. Other than that, all the bolt-ons have been replaced. So the exhaust manifold, the manifold, gasket, studs, aircon, alternator, everything bolted onto this has been replaced. The injectors have been rebuilt, and the injector pump was upgraded as such, so they just rip off a bunch of stuff that is not needed these days, like your aircon idle up on these girls anyway, and just sort of changed internals, which has helped heaps, because they tend to sort of idle rough and run horribly. It's just another common thing on these, but that's all been fixed up. We changed the airbox to PDI 200 series panel mount, so it allows more airflow, and it's a smaller filter to sort of keep stored for second hand. We've got a PDI front mount intercooler, and the turbo's a UFI 16G. It's all been tuned to 15 PSI, and that's more than enough. Any more than that's just not needed. We've got 2 Century dual force batteries in the front here. One runs all the accessories, the other one runs just the starter, the motor, the high beams, and the air compressor, because engine's normally running with air on, so it's best to keep it that way. It's got a Ryco catch can in there, just to catch any of the sort of the oil vapour. What else? Changed over. Another common thing on these that fail or can fail is the heater tap. We've ripped that out because it's normally just a plastic tap, and over 30 something years they sort of get brittle, and then once they crack, your coolant goes everywhere. So we've changed that for a metal, just a Dayco metal tap, just fabbed up a bracket to suit. It's got a PDI upgraded brake booster, secondary fuel filter, which helps, especially sort of travelling around. You do pick up a lot of fuel from different spots, different places, so it's best to just protect. It's a water fuel separator, so just sort of helps prevent water and any dirty fuel getting into your motor. Else, just an ARB single piston compressor. We've had that for about 10 years as well, and that's been bomb. Used to have a King's compressor, and that was one of the first ones they brought out, and that was good, but sort of snapped the piston, so we went to ARB, and this it's always pumped us up every time, got us out of shit. It's about it here really. Everything's just been maintained and replaced if needed really. Welcome to the back. This is where all the fun stuff happens. Cooking, cleaning, fishing, all the shit. In the back we've got Black Widow drawer system. I don't think they make these anymore, but these have been in here since sort of day one, and they've been probably the only drawer system I've ever really had, but like strong as I've got 50 kilos bloody worth of tools and bits and bobs in here.
Tarp sleeve.
Everything to rebuild or fix or anything on this car is easily done within this drawer. And then we used to have different sort of shelf systems up here, but that was sort of when we run the rooftop tent, which was real good at the time because we had all the kitchen gear and everything inside. But now we've got the caravan, we just moved all that into the caravan and eliminated, we got less weight sort of in here. Next good thing is this fishing rod holder. We just busted up from Bunnings. We just combined Bunnings and BCF, but like before we were sort of storing them in the caravan, and you'd have to take them in and out every time you pull up somewhere. So everything, you know, if I just need to go on a solo trip, whatever, fishing, it's all in here, ready to roll.
If you need.
Yeah, you know, those long nights fishing. We removed this, we had the factory carpet on this tailgate, and that was good at the time, but you know, when the barbie's sort of set up on here, cooking, you get grease and food and shit, so we got a 316, I think it's stainless, or it's like food grade stainless sort of cut out. Still got the cover on there at the moment, because it looks good. But yeah, that's been,
Looks good.
look at that, well used for everything you need. Right here, this is one of the main ones. This is the 10mm emergency. These buggers, you know, you got to be careful with them, so it's always good to have a backup. We got, yeah, a couple of lights up here, cooking at night. We got these solar screens. They've been there since whatever, 8-9 years or something now, and it's just good to sort of keep the heat off, keep the heat out of the inside of the car, so like the fridge doesn't work as hard, and well, it's also good for shade as well. We got the rear bar system. We used to have a Kmart rear bar on here, on which we sort of chopped and changed and fabbed up, but we, yeah, I don't know, just wanted to change as needed sometimes. So we got the single carrier on one side, and then the other side we've got a water jerry can, fuel jerry can, and a gas bottle. So yeah, it's all sort of on the one arm. Barbie comes out, gets put there, it all just matches on the one side. And then on the wheel we've got a Echidna off-road wheel bag, which has been an absolute beaut. We had one, another one before, that was the older model. We had that for, I can't remember, like a year or something like that.
Yeah.
And it started to like...
Just sag, really. Like,
yeah.
everything else was fine on it.
Yeah, still work.
But they upgraded, so...
Yeah, less sag and more heavy duty zips that are more like watertight, dust tight and such.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, it's got the internal sort of bag that comes out. You right, mate? And then also like a separate pouch as well up top. And yeah, can't fault it. That's been great. Still,
And washes easy too.
yeah, still cleans. The new ones come with like a lock as well, so you can actually lock it to your rear arm. You know, just whatever, someone wants to try to take it, you can't, or it's harder to anyway. Yeah, and then we just got the normal rock tamers on the back here. These are a market place fine as well. We could have gone the, what's the other one, Stone Stompers? The whole bit. Just for the price. I mean, these rock tamers have been sweet, you know, like, yeah, can't fault them. These are replaceable when these tear and whatnot. They've been bloody wicked. Yeah, that's about it for the back here. It's pretty, just a well usable space. Everything you need sort of in the back. This Jules has got cleaning equipment, stuff like that. But spares really, spare parts, tools, shit, cleaning. So yeah, we'll move on to the front, I guess. Yeah, we got towing mirrors, which are eBay spec. They've been bloody brilliant. I think they were like $200. They've been just fully sick. And then before we left, we also stripped the car back down to pretty much bare metal, bulked it up, and just repainted it factory colour in the shed. I think it's like 8, 4, I can't remember the code, but yeah, it's in there somewhere. Yeah, new sort of...
We didn't do that just ourselves though, we had...
Yeah, we had Steve, who's a bloody champion.
Swung in when we needed him most.
Yeah, I can't, what's his...
Car detailing.
Yeah, we'll put his business up.
Yeah.
But he's around Busselton, and he sort of does a little bit out here and there. But yeah, he's a car detailer, but also his trade's car painting as well. He's bloody brilliant. His eye to detail is just immaculate. So, and he's more than happy to, you know, help you and whatnot. So yeah.
Sorry, pause there. I need to say that though. As well.
So yeah, shout out to Steve for, you know, laying the foundation. Still looks mint these days. Only because we wash it millions of times, but
the amount of times Isaiah washes his car.
Every time I see a car wash or water, it's not salt. No, it's good. Bloody happy with it. And then so we took all the flares off. We Raptor-coated them. And the first time using Raptor-coat, I never thought too much of it. I thought it was just blank factor, but it actually came up real nice. and yeah, they get a beating as well. And then just replace all the little bits like the chrome trims, the rubber buddy bits, door handles. We kept these because these are quite expensive, so we just put them back on and they're still fine. Yeah, we've got the roof rack, which was a Tracklander full cage rack, and then we cut that in half, or took the cage off basically, and there's about I think 160 watts of solar up top, max tracks, nothing special, and then their 30-second awning with some brackets we made up to suit our sort of setup as well. And that's pretty much on the roof anyway. The rack's all alley, so just to stay away from that weight. The steel ones are cheap, but we've had this rack for years as well, so I'll just chop it up and keep using it. It's a bloody good rack. Yeah. What else? Yeah, with the suspension and everything like that, we went to Packard Automotives, and they're in Perth, and we got the JVM upgrade, so it's 3 tonne, 350 kilos, and then everything as it stands now, is all legal. It's all on a mod form. Yeah, so it's all certified. Tyres, lift, everything. Yeah, they were fantastic there. Sort of a lot of wealth of knowledge there, which helped us. Yeah, because they don't do GVM up like they do, but well, it was probably like 7 years or something ago. You'd have Dobson's or Qualcomm suspensions. They used to do just like a throw-in suspension kit, and then you can have a GVM upgrade that way. But as these girls get older, they've sort of stopped doing them. Same as I think the GQs have stopped, and I think the GUs are slowly on their way out as well. Or it's harder to get it GVM upgraded, so you have to go through an engineer, which Packard Automotives, the engineers, and also their team on the workshop as well. So yeah, they've been great, helped us heaps. We'll move on to the inside then. So in the back here, we just got a 50 litre dual zone fridge freezer, Dometic. We had a 75 litre in there before, but once again saving weights. This was about 20 kilos empty, where the other one was like 35, and that's been good. We made up some cabinetry in the back, so Tucker's got his own bed. Then we got, sort of room for spare parts, or spare whatevers. The subwoofer, you've got to have the subwoofer on those long journeys, or the short journeys, just any journey. They just change the sound. It's bloody brilliant. Then we just got a 1000 watt inverter, so Beck can charge all their camera gear and laptop stuff like that. And then just a bunch of USBs and shit. Box of spare oils and first aid kit. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the back. Just, there's a place for everything and everything in its place. It's just simple, easy to get to. Oh yeah, we've chopped and changed it that many times, but yeah, this is our final product and it's been mint. So here this is the main room. This is the master bedroom, basically. We've got, we removed the the factory head unit, which I've still got in the shed, that runs my radio. But yeah, it was a tape deck, and it was mint, but for the longer roads it's nice to have a touch screen. So we got the Sony XAVA X5500 or whatever it is. It's got, CarPlay and all that stuff, so that's been helpful. We've also made up a centre console, just out of 12mm ply, 4 extra cup holders. These are all from, Bunnings. They're still out of PVC, but like it, looks good and holds your shit. We've got 4 gauges, oil pressure, water temp, exhaust temp, and boost, which, they're the main ones that, I feel I need anyway, for the engine to keep monitoring it all. We also have a dual battery volt gauge, just keep, an eye on anything. You sort of, after driving this for a while, you sort of know where everything sits and what changes and stuff like that. We also got GPS up top to make sure the speedo is at the right, calibration. Yeah, rear view camera, dash cam is needed as well these days. It's just a peace of mind. Like, it'd be silly if you didn't have one. There's a lot of idiots out there. I'm not saying I'm not one of them, but like, there's plenty of them out there. It's good to have it for peace of mind. Hands-free system for phone calls. Yeah, we've got a Cellfire booster as well. So it's a 3G, 4G one, but the 4G still works, so that's quite handy to have, if we're away from the Starlink or stuff like that. Just a normal XRS GME 2-way, good to have. 2-ways always good to have, especially easy accessible, not only just for me but for the passenger as well. So if I'm busy holding the steering wheel, as you would be, Beck can call up if we need. We've got a centre console, also a part of that centre console. Yeah, moving on to the passenger princess sort of section. Same, that's got a XR8 seat, or XR6, one of them, can't remember.
XR6.
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, they're just comfy. It's comfier than the 81, so make sure we're both in the comfort zone. And then we've got the head do, face do, all do Mirror 2000, which is 600 times bigger than the original ones that they come with on your sun visor, so that's a beaut, along with extra cup holders and USB charging points. You know, you can never have enough of them, and shit you're charging on the roads and stuff like that. It's quite bizarre. Then that's probably about it. In the door cards we've just got like our necessities that you normally, you know, you need. Everything to keep Tucker quiet as much as you can, along with maps, and yeah, on my side I've got some tools and temp guns and stuff like that. So yeah, but I've probably missed a few things, so if there's any questions or whatever, hit us up and yeah, drop some comments and yeah, we'll get back to you. So yeah, that's the shakedown rundown. If there's any more questions, I might have answers, I might not, I'm not sure, but you can give it a crack. Let us know if you want to see any more or what you want to see. We'll see you on the flip side.
Well guys, it's not hard to see why we love our big girl. So join us next week to see why 6 days and 3,500 kilometres was worth it.